Football, food, and Thanksgiving go hand in hand and well in hand. And while some celebrate the holiday by merely watching the game, for many, Thanksgiving means a neighborhood backyard football game. Certainly that is true in Point Place, as we take a closer look in this week's Unsung Hero.
Hi, Tom Cole for BCSN and our Unsung Hero segment, brought to you by the great folks at Team Sports, Bob Eberly and Nick Eberly. And it's an opportunity for us to recognize people in our community that are doing exemplary work, and I have one such lady here today. My honor to introduce you to Lindsay Webb. Lindsay, how are you?
Great.
How many years? 10 years on City Council, Lindsay?
10 years on City Council feels like 40.
Yeah, well, I've seen you in action. I see how you work. I see how you care about our community, the difference you've made. You do an incredible job, and to me, you typify what politicians should be, and that is service.
Amen.
You know, for you, it's not ego, it's not power, it's service. You want to serve the people that you represent, and I think if more people had that approach across the board, nationally, you know, locally, we'd be a lot better off in our political.
That means so much to me to hear you say that, honestly, because that is in fact exactly what I've always tried to be about, and that's how we've gotten to know each other, because we've been in the work together.
Yes, yeah, it's an honor to always work with you. You're so smart. We want to talk about, but the sports element of this, besides we're making you an unsung hero, which you truly deserve for all your work in the community, but the sports side of this is the Kielbasa Bowl.
Right.
That's run in your district. Tell us where it's run. It's the 50th year for the Kielbasa Bowl. Tell the folks what it is.
So the Kielbasa Bowl it was a tackle football game, but let's be real, now it's gotten down to about two-hand tap.
Well, the guys get older. I understand how that works. Yeah.
So we play at Harry Kessler Park, Ottawa River Park in Point Place. It was started 50 years ago by Bernie Jingaleski and Coach Bob Recker. Coach Bobby Recker started St. Francis football and is a City Hall of Famer and then also a Hall of Famer out of Dayton. And it was a place for Point Place athletes basically to showcase their talents, usually after the Shoe Bowl, the old Newsboys Shoe Bowl.
Right.
So, and it's just the tradition has carried on. It's been going on for 50 years. I don't remember ever not spending a Thanksgiving basically, you know, on the sidelines cheering on a football game before we sat down for turkey as a family. So it's a wonderful tradition for our neighborhood, and it's one that I really wanted to promote and keep going, because these are the kinds of things that make our neighborhoods the places where you want to live and raise a family.
Right. And kickoff, is it a noon kind of kickoff?
No, actually 10 a.m.
10 a.m., okay.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, you know?
10 a.m. and Bernie Jingaleski, I know very well. I played football at Ohio Wesleyan with his son, who played at Ohio Wesleyan. So
he'll be there.
I know Bernie very well. Great man, and his son Jingles is just a good guy.
There are a couple other key athletes. Tom Inman, the coach from Woodward.
Oh, absolutely.
Ken Rossler, the coach from Waite, will be there. Also,
you got some real football players there.
Cromwell, the athletic director at Cardinal Stritch, he'll be there.
He can still throw the football.
Yes, he can. Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
we're excited. I expect a big crowd. Instead of doing our ordinary 10 pounds of kielbasa, we were going to be cooking 25 pounds of kielbasa on the sidelines this Thanksgiving.
And Lindsay, on the way out, you're also doing another really cool thing, sports-wise. The Toledo Troopers, everyone knows of their success story, and I know people are still thinking of a movie on them, and rightly so. But you're going to do something at Waite High School for them. What's going to happen?
Yeah, we have a meeting next week with the athletic director at Waite. We're looking to create a permanent installation at Waite of sort of the memorabilia that's been collected by the troopers themselves, and make it a permanent installation, because they play their home games at Waite. So that's their home, and I think it's a good way to connect to the kids on the east side, and to tell the story about how sports can really create friendships, lifelong friendships, and make deep and meaningful impacts in our community.
Yeah, those women they deserve to have their story told. They're remarkable athletes. They're great people. They're positive role models in our community. So thank you so much for doing that. And Lindsay, because of all your work, the aforementioned work in our community that you do on a regular basis, we got you your Unsung Hero t-shirt.
Thank you so much.
Truly, Lindsay, thank you for everything you do, and you make our lives better in our community. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, Lindsay. Tom Cole for the Unsung Hero segment.
And as you saw in those photos, great weather, good turnout for this year's Kielbasa Bowl. You can bet next year's 51st game will be just as big. Once again, thanks, Tom. And thank you to this week's Unsung Hero, Toledo City Councilwoman Lindsay Webb.